And here we go. I'm here with Shadow. He's going to be O-casting this game with me. This is going to be Nerzel versus Birdkicker, Terran versus Zerg on MLG Metalopolis. Again, you cannot spawn in close ground positions, only close air or far, far, far away.
Wait, I thought you this map was actually vetoed. You vetoed this map out as a map pool.
I decided to just allow it once, and then after that we won't use it anymore.
Oh, okay. Just
here we go. This is Birdkicker, and Nerzel is going to be on the other side as the red Terran player.
It's gonna be their spawn location are gonna favor more macro favorite game, as its rush distance is gonna be extremely long, which is actually why MLG set it up the way they did for a more macro intensified game. So we're gonna see how Nerzel and Birdkicker will open up this game with their spawn locations.
Yeah, more awesome games, more long games. There's the Birdkicker APM kicking in at 300, so we know that it is him. Both players are, we hope, gonna be doing something macro oriented. Or we could see some really exciting cheese. We saw that in the MBN Buki game. Did some very interesting ghost play. Oh no, we're lagging a little bit. Okay, that cleared up. I hope that does not affect the game.
Yeah, lagging during the game, not really the best thing. Luckily, only lagged in the early game. However, Nerzel, as we all know, pretty much plays really standard. We probably won't be seeing much cheese from Nerzel. He not really favors cheese, but he does favor his fast expo, so we could be seeing fast expo from Nerzel.
Yeah, and while we're here, why don't you tell us where we can find you streaming every day and at what time?
Oh yeah, my name is Shadow, and I do stream on, I am actually right now setting up Justin TV /DEE Shadow every day from 4 to 6 o'clock, so come check me out. I'm a Diamond Protoss player.
Very interesting play sometimes, very, very cool to watch, so do be sure to check that out. Again, this is Aegis here. Please do check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/AegisStarcraft2. Looks like we have a hatch being thrown down first for Birdkicker.
So it looks like as if being pretty aggressive. Does Birdkicker know the spawn locations? Yes, he does. Actually,
yeah,
he has spotted. So it is gonna be really extremely safe for him to take that early hatch before pool, I believe. So, but we do have a 2-RAS coming down right now for Nerzel. This would pretty much incite early marine pressure, and Birdkicker did see this, so we're going to see how he responds to this, but probably by getting roaches or a lot of lings.
Yeah, or if he decides to move a drone down early, maybe transfer extra drones to his natural expansion to get a spine crawler as soon as this hatches. But any response is quite good, actually. No gas being thrown down by Nerzel just yet. Might just be going for this pressure, maybe try to win the game with that, or even expand it behind that as well. There's just enough space over there for a command center. Actually, in fact, there's just enough space here for a lot of command centers.
Yes, there is. We do have a pool coming down right now, just about to finish. We're going to see what Birdkicker chooses to do, especially with this early aggression from Nerzel. If he loses too many drones, he's going to be super far behind. However, the only good part is that this 2-RAS is a really costly investment, as he's not getting gas. So no matter what happens, if Birdkicker was to hold this off, his tech would be extremely far behind, I would believe.
Yeah, there's the drones getting transferred and the spine crawler immediately going down. Nerzel is now advancing forward. There's a bunker getting thrown down. More Marines are traveling across the map. Not many lings out just yet. There's 8 lings in the production queue. A couple spawning just now. 2 queens are also on the way. That spine crawler should be ready for this push. More Marines are coming over here. There's an expansion getting thrown down, so Nerzel, long-term plan as always. So there's no intention of ending this game right here, right now, whatsoever.
Right, there's engagement right now. Great control from Nerzel, not losing a single Marine yet. However, there's going to be a run by right now for Birdkicker. It looks like as if Birdkicker just wants to go into Nerzel's main right now and just harass a lot of SCVs. At the same exact time right now, it looks like Nerzel is going to be walling off his main with the supply depot, so I don't see how this is going to be.
Oh no, my God. That thing is unburrowed. It looks like the Marines are going to be able to sneak into the back couple, get poked away in the eye, going to explode there. Not sure what the mechanic behind that is, but that queen is going to be able to hold the line. Going to force that Marine to back up. Will not be able to chase him. Oh no, losing that Marine. The SCV is going to try to fight that queen, but that is not going to happen. Probably going to throw down a salvage on that bunker real soon as well. Maybe throw down a couple of bunkers over here. That command center getting canceled. Oh no, Nerzel's plan has been thwarted. There's another barracks coming up. The 2 gas now getting constructed and mined from. Zerg has now got full map presence, taking control of the Xel'Naga tower over here. Nerzel actually taking control of this one. He's got the Zerglings up at the front. The Marines over here will be able to guard against that, lowering the depot, gonna allow that Marine to re-enter the base.
Right, and after after Birdkicker held that off, Birdkicker is now just free to just macro up a bunch of drones. You can see right now there's 5 drones in the queue production right now. He is so far ahead right now, I would say, compared to what Nerzel is. Nerzel right now desperately trying to get a bunch of barracks up, trying to defend himself. At the same time, I believe his worker count right now is definitely far behind Birdkicker. Can we have a check? Yes, 33 over 24. So right now, Birdkicker is extremely far. He has his natural setup. Nerzel lost his own natural. Trying to move out right now, but there's a few leads trying to be a little bit pesky right now.
Yeah, those links do get pushed back. The barracks are going to move over here. Throw down a couple of reactors so they can get additional Marines out. Is that bunker actually blocking the natural? I hope not. That command center is about finished. Those lings are going to be forced to back up. Going to meet up with the lone Marine that is at the Xel'Naga watchtower. The Queen is going to be starting to lay some creep tumors real soon. We'll see what kind of tech path the Birdkicker decides to do. He's got the lair on its way. A couple of lings are spawning right now. The lings are going to be checking out around the map. The 2 gas is getting thrown down at the natural expansion. The Speedling upgrade is only now just finishing. Evolution Chamber is also on the way. That command center has landed, and looks like that bunker was actually in the way, so it did get salvaged and placed over here.
Luckily for him that bunkers are free if you salvage them. If it was a Protoss or anything else, that would be extremely annoying, as I know from personal experience. However, great job right now from Nerzel, exploring out right now, trying to get back in this game. If I believe if Birdkicker actually waits a little bit too long and let Nerzel capitalize on it, he actually can't get back in this game, despite that early game loss.
Yeah, it looks like Birdkicker is going to take his 3rd base relatively quickly at the 9-minute mark. That's actually a really quick 3rd base coming out of our Zerg player, so he is going to capitalize on the Terran being a little bit turtley for the time being. Not much saturation in the main right now. There's an engineering bay on the way in response to the Spire, as well as the Baneling nest that is coming up.
Yep, and the reason why Ash's Zerg player is actually able to take that fast stir is because I believe he did see the bunkers coming down, so he knows the Terran player is going to be turtling in, trying to secure his natural right now. But it looks like as if Nerzel going to be pushing out with a bunch of Marines right now. However, we do have the Overseer coming in. Does he see it? Oh no, he backs away right now. He does not. I don't believe he sees it until now. Yes, the Zerglings at the watchtower does see this handful of Marines. Actually, quite a bit of Marines.
That is a lot of Marines. He's going to have to produce a lot of stuff right now. Baneling's getting morphed right now, so the hard counter to Marines, unless you are the Automaton, will be able to take these Marines out if he is not careful. There is Stimpack researched right now. There's the Overseer checking out what's going on around the map. The 3rd base is about to finish, and here comes all of the Banelings. They do not have speed yet, but they will be able to meet up with those Marines if Nerzel is not careful. Here comes the Banelings and the Zerglings. We'll see how much damage they are able to do to these Marines.
We do have speed for the Zerglings,
oh,
so if he gets surrounded on the Marines,
gonna have to stim. The stim being used.
Nice job trying to surround the Marines. All the Marines get surrounded right now. No, actually, Nerzel doing a good job breaking away, losing a lot of his Marines right now, though. He only has 4 Marines right now, and I'll be like,
Banelings, yes. Wow, taking all of those out. Here comes additional Zerglings and Banelings going to be advancing forward. There's still 2 bunkers over here going to start nibbling away at the reactor. Siege mode is finished for the tank, so he will be able to siege that up. The Banelings now advancing forward, squeezing through. The siege tank does siege up just in time.
Yeah, and right now, I would definitely say Nerzel's fairly far behind, as if a Terran player was to lose his 1st and 2nd initial attacks, he is going to be so far behind as the Zerg. Look at the Zerg right now, losing only 800 resources, while Nerzel lost 2,000 resources. Getting his 3rd up right now, saturating his 3rd. We do have 7 Mutalisks and melee attack weapon 2 coming out right now for Birdkicker.
Infantry weapons, a level 1 combat shield factories, barracks getting thrown down, more siege tanks. Birdkicker's 3rd base is now up and running. There's a macro hatchery also getting produced right now. Looks like Zerg has regained map control fully. He's even spotting the outside of the base with Banelings. There's more siege tanks now coming out onto the field. The 2 barracks here just churning out Marines as quickly as he possibly can. More barracks getting produced in the back as well. It's going to be basically purely tank Marine composition. He's going to have to place those tanks perfectly if he wants to be able to advanced in this game and maybe even take the crown away from Birdkicker.
Yes, and Birdkicker right now does have the exact, pretty much going to be playing pretty standard with, like as you said before, he's using Zergling, Baneling, and Mutalisk. It's going to come down to him picking off the Marines with the Banelings and Mutalisk picking off the tanks in order for Birdkicker to do some really great damage. Do we have turrets coming off right now for Nerzel? Do we have turrets? Yes, we do. We have turrets right now.
Turrets,
yeah, so any Mutalisk harassment is not going to be well. We do have a 4th base coming out for Birdkicker right now.
Wow, this Zerg is going to be kicking right into macro mode. The Mutalisks are also going for the harassment. We'll see how much they're able to do. There are Marines in position for this. Should be able to do some stimming action. That missile turret is also ready to do some shooting action. Here comes the Marines. No stim being forced out of them. That is actually quite good for the Terran player. No stim being forced means that those medevacs will have that much more energy in later confrontations. There's the 3rd base coming up for Nerzel, so he will be able to secure that real soon, but it will be behind this 4th base, which is about halfway complete right now. The Mutalisks continue to scout out around the map.
With this many Mutalisks, I would say it's actually going to be extremely hard for Nerzel to be securing his 3rd, actually, since Mutalisks can just come in here and pick off all the SCVs building turrets, and whatever straddling Marine right now can be picked up by all these Mutalisks with great micro. And Command Center is going to be delayed right now by Mutalisks picking off the SCV.
And the Sea Shanks all caught out of position. The Mutalisks take one down. There's another one in the back that has only got 4 HP. Here's the Marines over here, not quite stimming. He doesn't really want to force that stim out right now. Here comes the Mutalisk, going to continue to try to delay that Command Center, maybe even force a cancel. There's a stim on a couple of cancel on that Command Center. Looks like Nerzel is going to just go for the push. Birdkicker at 166 food against Nerzel's 142. We'll see if this push is able to end the game. There's a lot of Zerglings, Banelings, as well as Mutalisks over here. And his 3rd base does have the creep connected.
There's 34 more Zerglings coming out right now. We have a bunch of Banelings just morphing in right now. Birdkicker is at 186 supply against Nerzel's 142 supply blocks. He's not making any more units. This is going to be extremely deadly right now for Nerzel if all those Banelings will blow up all those Marines.
Here comes the stim back, and all of the Zerglings and Banelings charging into the tanks. Going to be able to take those out. The Marines doing a great spread, actually. The Banelings, killing all of those Marines. But Nerzel still has a couple left over. The Mutalisks are going to be able to do the custodial duty over here. That Queen over here might be able to get taken out by Nerzel. Where are those Marines going? Oh, all the Zerglings now reinforcing. The Mutalisks also in the air, going to be able to pick off those medevacs as well. Going to lift up 2 Marines. Those are the lucky ones. VIP pass for them all the way back home. Going to be resieging those tanks. Going to try to turtle up once again.
Losing all those tanks and Marines, I don't see how Nerzel is going to be coming back in this game right now, as even with Birdkicker was to lose his entire army right now. He is on 3 or 4 bases. He can re-macro up an entire army. We do have some Marines stimming right now, trying to pick up a few Mutalisks. I don't think he got any.
So Zerg is now picking up the Hive Tech. He might be going for those Broodlords, maybe going for some Ultralisks. We have the mineral patches now dwindling for Birdkicker at his main, but for Nerzel, even more dwindling over here. He's trying to secure his gold, his 3rd base right now. I wish this was a gold base for his sake, but it's going to be very hard. We've got 181 food to 140 food. The Zerglings and the Mutalisks are going to be advancing forward. We'll see how much damage this is able to do. Looks like he does not decide to press forward.
Yes, his 3rd base from Nerzel is going to be extremely important. If he was to lose his 3rd base, I would pretty much call GG for Nerzel, since he's only mining on 1 base, maybe 2 base. His main is pretty much going to be mined out by now. I'm pretty sure he's been in 1 base.
Yeah, I don't really see any mineral patches over there.
There's about 3 or 4 mineral patches there, almost mined out. He does have a 4-man army of tanks and Marines right now, so if he can get some good tank positioning right now, he could be able to hold off Birdkicker, but Birdkicker is at 195, almost maxed out right now with a huge army of Zerglings, Banelings, and Mutalisks. Wow!
Here comes all the Zerglings, Banelings, Mutalisks just charging into the position. There is no planetary fortress. Nerzel is going to be forced to back up behind the tanks. There are so many Banelings going to be charging into this position. Even the tanks getting rolled through. The SCVs here are in grave danger. Looks like the Banelings are going to be going off in the mineral line. Nerzel losing all of his SCVs, going to be transferring those away. Even the orbital command going down. That missile turret is going to burn to the ground. Same with this refinery over here. 1 tank does survive in a tucked back position. Nerzel is going to continue mining from this position, but here comes additional Zergling reinforcements 14 Zerglings in the production queue. Hive is done as well. The lift on the Marines going to try to back them into a more favorable position. But here comes additional Lings going to be taking this out. GG calls Nerzel. And Bird Kicker is the first player to actually take the crown and keep it for one game.
Yeah, great job, Bird Kicker. I would like to give it to him right now. Nerzel opened up really with 2 racks on that far spawn locations. I don't think it's the best idea since he pretty much lost, and 2 racks are far behind. Also, I'll let the challenge work.
All right, so a challenge from Shadow on the